Hello and welcome back to In the Kitchen with Pen, and we've got a shopping haul today, and this shopping haul was done over 2 days, some in our town, some in another town, but we're going to get straight into it and go into what we bought in Farmfoods. And we were looking for one particular thing which I didn't know we were looking for. Steve wanted it, but hey ho. But I noticed these Carolina chicken with slaw seasoning, and it was 19p. So I thought, well, 19p, I'm going to give that a go. They had various others, but they were all over £1. This was the only one that was 19p, so we'll try that later in the week. Then, as you know, I don't like squash. Steve loves it. I spotted this Refreshers lemon squash. Now, I love a refresher bar, so I don't know whether this is going to taste anything like it or not. I might have a sip and see, but that was £1. Farmfoods often have fruit and veg on offer. I was looking for the raspberries that we had last week because they were amazing, but they didn't have any. But what they did have was nectarines. 4 nectarines for £1, so we got some of those. And then we found what Steve was actually looking for, and it was these pork spare ribs. I mean, look, they're meaty, aren't they? So I'm going to be doing something with them tomorrow, but it won't be tomorrow for you. And these were £12.99, which sounds a lot. Obviously there's just 2 of us, so we're going to split them. Half will go in the freezer, half will be used, but you'll see these cooked and they're very cold at a later date. Prior to that, we went into Morrisons and we had a breakfast in there, but don't bother, everything was lukewarm. I had a bacon sandwich and they put my bacon sandwich under the lights, so the bread had started to go dry, and just don't bother. But I digress. We bought some shopping and we bought some oranges, cherries, strawberries, grapes, avocados, blueberries were 3 for £5. So we looked and we were going to get 3, and then we went, no, we only need the oranges, so just the oranges we bought. Then I don't know how this happened, but this sort of fell into the trolley. Cavolo Nero, absolutely beautiful. Love the stuff. It's great as a veg. It makes wonderful excuse me, crispy seaweed. Really good stuff. If you haven't tried it, give it a go. Needed some potatoes, so I picked up some Maris Piper. And Maris Piper just do everything. They roast, they chip, they bake, they jacket. Excuse me, somebody's at the door. Oh, sorry about that. That was a delivery that I'm quite looking forward to. Right, then we bought some runner beans. If only I had a garden, we would have vegetables galore, but we haven't. I'll have to buy them, but runner beans. Steve loves prawns, and we spotted some prawns in the reduced, I thought we'd change these. In the reduced department, and we got those, so that'll be lunch later on because obviously they were reduced. A loaf of bread, we've really got into farmhouse loaves, so they average about 85p, so not a bad price, and nice as a sandwich or toasted. They really work. A little treat, some donuts. He conned me as if they're raspberry. He knew I wouldn't be able to say no to raspberries, didn't he? So raspberry donuts. Just some eggs. And I noticed the eggs. Oh my gosh. I think these were £1.85, if I can tell you. £1.85. Excuse me. Yeah, what? Oh, £3.5, sorry, £3.5 for 12. The 6 of the same eggs were £1.85. Strawberries. I said I didn't buy the 3 for £5 because I spotted these. A kilo of them for £4. And I do that in the shops, you know, I pick them up and I give them a good sniff. I was getting some funny looks today, but hey ho. And lastly, we were looking at the butcher's counter and we saw these gammon steaks. Now, there's 2 in there. And I don't know if you can see, they're quite thick. So they'll go in the freezer. Love gammon dinners, absolutely delicious. So 2 decent gammon steaks for £4. Oh, also bought, really boring, 4 pints of milk and a 24 pack of Coke Zero for £8.50. As you go in, they've got 8 packs of Coke Zero, 2 for £6.50. So I'd already picked up 2, but when I saw I could get like 8 more for £2 more, well, that's what I did, didn't I? Right, then yesterday we went into Hemel, and as you know, I use a butcher's in Hemel called JJ's in Wallsend, Hemel, and we went over there specifically for, do you know what they are yet? Some nice pork chops. So we've got a couple of really big pork chops there for the weekend. Some minced steak, so that will be divided. That will do us probably 3 separate meals, and there may be leftovers, especially if I do a chilli. So it's economical for us. And also in there now, we bought some gammon steaks. And I wonder if I can see the weight. It's got a weight on it. No, this one doesn't have a weight, the one from Morris. Anyway, 1 gammon steak, not especially thick but long, £2.95. And obviously there's 2 of us, so I've got 2. Another gammon steak, again, not particularly thick but big, but we do know these steaks are good, and this was £2.77. So that was the butcher's in Hemel. On a Thursday they have a market, yeah, I've spoken about it before, a market in Hemel. And when we were at our daughter's a couple of weeks back, she did a barbecue, and Jamie had been into town and bought some sausages, and some of the sausages that he had were these Lincolnshire. So we bought these, and they would have been £4. And I think his name's Chris, at the butcher's van went, you can have 3 for a tenner. We don't need 3. We don't need 3. No, no, no. Or you can have bacon as well. No, no, don't need it. Don't need it. 1 pack of Lincolnshire. 2 pack of Lincolnshire, and there's 12 sausages in each pack. And a packet of bacon later. I know. Where the hell am I going to put it? What will happen is it will all be divided up, vacuum sealed, and shoved in the freezer. Okay, my last shop. I really want to give this shop a shout out. This is the Butchers. The Butchers in Dunstable. We popped up there to have a look, and have a look we did, and hopefully I took some photos with permission. I will ask Steve to put them in somewhere here so you can see the sort of produce they do. I was talking to the butcher and mentioned that I have a Facebook group and the YouTube, and I said, when I use your stuff you will be mentioned. So, you know, he was chatting, he said, oh, that's really handy, you know, we've got a Facebook page. Yes, I know, I'm on it, I said. So anyway, he asked me if I wanted a bag. I said, yes please. He went, I'll give you one of our bags, and then you can advertise it when you're out shopping. Well, I'm advertising it not just when I'm out shopping, but when I'm on YouTube. Lowther Road, Dunstable. Okay, and what we bought was Cumberland sausage rings. They look so good. And we only bought a couple of things because bear in mind thinking about all this stuff we've got freeze. And this is their home cured back bacon. So all their bacon and sausages are British, right? They advertise that, but home cured. So I'm looking forward to that. The sausages, the sheer volume of flavours of sausages they do is amazing. We're going back next week because Steve wants to try their minced beef and onion pie. So you know what's going to be on next week's menu, don't you? Pie, mash and liquor. But anyway, that is our shopping haul. I've got to try and find space for all this. So I'll say thank you for watching, and I shall see you again very soon in the kitchen with Pen. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.